Hello guys, how you doing? You're back with Rich and Wont Comics. Doing a contest entry video for you today, and it's for Marvin 88. Now, I've just been turned on to this guy's channel. It's actually I've seen some of the contest entry videos from some of the people I do subscribe to. So, just want to give a very quick shout out to kind of just the first three that I come across. Archangel. Man, your stuff is awesome. Yeah, I love your channel. I love that you're now back. You've been away for a little while. So yeah. Seeking NM Near Mint Comics. Again, quite new to your channel. Been trying to get back and kind of watch some of your old stuff or your older stuff. But obviously, yeah, I've seen your video for Marvin 88's contest entry and Batcave Comics 83. So guys, thank you very much for doing the contest entry for Marvin 88. Obviously, that's turned me on to his channel. I'm now subbed, etc. Just go through some of the rules. You've got to be 18. Yes, I've got that covered. Got to be subbed to the channel. I think it was as of the 1st of January. And now I know I was a little bit late, so I know that I'm not going to qualify. But I think the great thing about this whole community is the support and the encouragement and the kind words that people have for one another. So that was the reason for me doing the video. So I want to do a lot more of, show a lot more kind of support for people in the community and enter as many contests as I can to, you know, if me doing a video gets you one extra sub, then that is well worth it for me. Yeah, it means that, you know, somebody that is subscribed to me has gone onto your channel, subbed you up, and you know will watch your videos going forward. So yeah, and the third thing was to have fun. So I always have fun in these videos. It's something, as you know from my last video, I'm going to do a bit more of, and yeah, I always have fun. So first of all, we've got sub 3 channels out. I've managed to find 2 of them, but still looking for the other one. I was searching on my phone. So it's Gemvine Article Comics #1, subbed. Secondly, The Walking Jedi, subbed, found that one. And Kingdom Comics was the one I couldn't find, but I'm going to jump on the laptop and find it a lot easier on there. So yeah, all those guys are subbed up, and it was quite simple. You just wanted to know our top 5 comics. Now, I did it in terms of what am I reading at the moment, what are the top 5 things that I'm reading at the moment, and probably that's on most of your list is Justice League versus Suicide Squad. This is issue number 2. I've read the first issue, really enjoyed it. So yeah, I know I think it's every week. I think this is coming out. I haven't been to my LCS for 2 weeks nearly now. So yeah, issue number 2, Justice League versus Suicide Squad. So, sorry about that, guys. My camera stopped recording, or my phone stopped recording, and I tried to find out why. I've run out of space, so I've just had to delete loads of stuff. But here we go. Yeah, so second book of my top 5 currently. I've just rambling on to myself, carried on, and there was nobody there. For nostalgic reasons that I've said in other videos, is Power Rangers. I love that cover though. Issue number 10. I'm about 4 issues in, I think, to reading this. For me, I grew up with the Power Rangers. I had all the toys. Damn, I wish I hadn't got rid of them, because they're going for some crazy prices. So yeah, that is currently one of the top 5 books that I'm reading. Then one book that was actually suggested to me is an Image book, and it was Brandon at Aim High Comics. I know he was quite adamant for everybody to pick this up. It's Reborn. I read the first 2 issues, haven't read this issue yet, but my God, if you guys haven't got this book yet, go pick it up. I've done a review of issue number 1 a few weeks ago now. But yeah, really enjoyed issue number 2 as well. Go pick this up, get it added to your pull list. If you know, get the first couple of issues, have a read. Yeah, really impressed with this book. So yeah, that's currently my top 5. Guardians of the Galaxy. Some of you may know, I think I mentioned it in a previous video. So I've got all of the first series of Guardians before they were the Guardians as we know them today. Then I've got kind of a few from that first, the series where we know them as they are today, Peter Quill, Rocket Raccoon, etc. Then I've got every book after that, variants and stuff. It's always kind of top of my list of ones to read each week, or each time I pick up my pull list. So yeah, Guardians, spoiler alert, they're back on Earth now, trapped on Earth at the moment with no ship after Civil War, the events of Civil War 2. So yeah, big fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. And I've got a few books as my number 5, and it's only because I've actually been reading these this week. I've been away for work, and I took a few issues with me to read, and it is Death of X. So that's issue number 4 of 4. And I think these 4 issues in themselves were okay, but they were kind of just leading up to the events of what's happening in Humans vs. X-Men, which I've really enjoyed. Issue number 0 and issue number 1. I haven't read issue number 2 yet because I haven't picked it up from my LCS yet, but yeah, they're my top 5 books and things that I'm reading at the moment. Yeah, I didn't want to go through my whole thing and just pick out 5 individual books, so I just went with my top 5 series that I'm reading at the moment. Really going to be interesting to see how kind of the Inhumans versus X-Men pans out. I don't think they're going to be brave enough to kill off the X-Men. I just don't. I don't think they're going to do it. So, but I've got an X-Men video coming up. All things X-Men. Stay tuned for that. So, and Marvin, Marvin88, your last question was top 5 TV shows or movies. This for me is really hard. It swaps and changes all the time depending on what mood I'm in, to be honest, and what I've seen recently. But in terms of TV shows, it is The Flash, CW, The Flash, and Supergirl. I'm gonna bung there's crossovers. I'm putting them into one. Me and my wife, we try and binge watch them when she's not at work. She gets 2 evenings off a week, and we kind of store them up, and we spend our evenings where possible watching them together. So. Is that big fan of The Big Bang Theory. I love that show. We've got a channel in the UK here, and it's, you know, there's probably 8 to 10 episodes shown every day. I must have seen every episode a dozen times, and I'll just keep watching it. I love that show, so it's definitely in my top. Films at the moment, one of my top is Captain America: Civil War. That film was epic. I mean, the airport scene alone, you can go on about that, but yeah, the introduction of Black Panther, the introduction of Spider-Man were brilliant. Yes, okay, yeah, it had its faults in terms of, you know, the plot devices within that, but it's the game changer for the MCU, and it didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like, oh well, we've kind of got to do it. Yeah, so that there's more at stake potentially in the Infinity War films, but it didn't seem forced. It seemed genuine. They'd been building up to it with the tensions for many years, and I absolutely loved that film. You know, nobody could, you know, persuade me otherwise. So that, at the moment, and certainly for the very foreseeable future, is in my top 5 movies, TV, film, whatever it may be. Back to the Future, Part 1, Part 2 and Part 3, they're all in there. They are brilliant films. They are, to me, untouchable. You can never ever, please to anybody that may be watching, don't ever remake the Back to the Future films. They are iconic. They kind of really just, they are everything that a trilogy needs to be. Leave them alone. Let's not remake them. And I don't think we need to see any more than that. Back to the Future 1, 2 and 3. And then number 5, which is the good Fantastic Four. not the original, not Rise of the Silver Surfer, not the new one. It's the Disney one. It's The Incredibles, the good Fantastic Four. That film is everything that you want from a family superhero team-up film. My daughter calls it, "Can we watch the supers?" or the superheroes. And we've been watching it a lot lately. You know, kids films, and when you're watching it on repeat, I haven't got bored yet. So that's at the moment in my top 5. And yeah, Marvin 88. As I say, what can I say? I've been recently turned onto your channel, so I'm aware that I subbed after the 1st of January, but that's fine. Yeah, I want people to go and sub you. I want people to check you out. I've seen 5 or 6 of your videos that I've tried to go back and catch up on. I really like what I see. All notifications are turned on. I'll be notified when I get new videos. And I know you just done a video yesterday, no, 2 days ago, showing off some of the prizes. So I think there was Silver Surfer had been added to the runner-up prizes, because you said every 10 subs or every 10 entries you get, you add prizes. So guys, go check this channel out. I'll leave a link in the description below. And until next time, guys, see you later.